Hello and welcome to the news at 12 on Lagos Television. I am Tinuke Oloruntoyin Folami. President Bola Tinubu has reassured that his administration will ensure that companies engaged in mineral exploration prioritize the health and safety of Nigerians and the host communities. The president stated this while receiving a book titled Harnessing the Mining Industry for Enhanced National Security and Development, Strategic Options for Nigeria by 2035 by Course 32 participant of the National Defense College. The president also directed security agencies to intensify efforts to crack down on illegal miners across the country.
We must not rely on any mistake of exclusivity in the area of mining. We should understand that people live with the environment, and that environment is important to those who are in the area. Health facilities, because of the problem, that hazardous problem that mining can, will bring to bear.
The presentation is on the solid mineral development, and they have done quite a bit of research, and they have recommended measures to take to improve our solid mineral sector, and that is apt looking at the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu renewed hope agenda on the expansion of the economy and other source of income for the country.
Commandant National Defense College Rear Admiral Olumuyiwa Olotu says the institution, established in 1992 as the National War College, has graduated 2,871 participants since inception.
A sort of collaborative initiative between his ministry and the National Defense College, and we're going to take him up on that so that we can have this joint effort whereby we'll still look at the paper, redefine it, we'll try to refine it further so that we can jointly see how these recommendations can be implemented, and also in our engagements with our service chiefs and other heads of security agencies, we shall also consciously include areas of security concern, just like Mr. President has pointed out, regarding the mining industry.
The Course 32 participants were advised to research topical national issues and document their findings during their 11-month study. Now, the federal government has taken delivery of 60 locally assembled compressed natural gas CNG hybrid buses. Revealed in a post through its official X handle, the buses were delivered by Jet Motor Company under the Presidential CNG Initiative. According to the statement, the development is in continuation of efforts to provide affordable and comfortable transport solutions for Nigerians. The vehicles were handed over to a team comprising the Ministry of Finance and representatives of the Presidential Initiative on CNG at the company's car manufacturing plant in Ajah, Lagos State. President Bola Tinubu's national broadcast during the End Bad Governance protest against hunger and hardship noted that despite Nigerians' abundant oil and gas resources, his administration met a country that was dependent only on oil, neglecting its gas resources while subsidizing the cost of fuel. As a result, he said his administration had invested in CNG to change the narrative. The federal government has lifted the suspension on the operations of Arik Air Airlines. The Director of Public Affairs and Consumer Protection at the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, Michael Achimogo, said the dispute between Atlas Petroleum and Arik Air, which necessitated the grounding of the airline's operations, has been resolved. He explains that Arik Air can begin operations as the priority of the minister and the NCAA is to ensure safe and secure air travel for all passengers. Recall that on June 30, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, directed the immediate suspension of Arik Air aircraft operations. The move was sequel to an order by the Enforcement Department of the Federal Capital Territory High Court regarding a debt of $2.5 million owed by Arik to Atlas Petroleum International Limited. Now, the national average cost of a healthy diet increased to 1,241 naira in June 2024. This was revealed by the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, NBS, in its latest edition of the Cost of Healthy Diet report for June. According to the report, the increase is 19.2% higher than the amount recorded in the May 2024 report, which was 1,040 naira. The cost of a healthy diet is the least expensive combination of locally available items that meets globally consistent food-based dietary guidelines. It is used as a measure of physical and economic access to healthy diet. This is a lower bound of the cost per adult per day, excluding the cost of transportation and meal preparations. Inflation rose to 34.19% in June, an increase of 0.24% from the point when compared to the inflation figure for May 2024 released by the NBS. The main drivers of this increase are vegetables, legumes, nuts and seeds, and starchy staples. Stakeholders in the nation's education sector have urged state government to establish vocational skills training institutions in their state to help address youth restiveness. This was re-emphasized when the heads of institutions appeared before the Committee on Federal Polytechnics and Higher Technical Education to make input on a proposal of 3 bills to establish vocational training centers in Kano and the National Commission for Polytechnics. The 3 bills seeking stakeholders' input include a proposal to establish a Vocational and Entrepreneurship Institute, or Kota Oshodi, in Lagos State, a federal Vocational and Skills Acquisition College, Yankaba, in Kano State, and the creation of the National Polytechnics Commission.
Full support for the 3 bills. And I also want to offer to you what the minister has asked me to convey, that the ministry is available if there are some minor tweaks, minor fine-tunings to be done on the 3 bills. The ministry is ready to provide the technical support to fine-tune and conclude the bills anytime you are ready.
We have the polytechnics, we have the monotechnics, and we can also have the VTIs, so that they will concentrate not in doing diploma programs, but on vocational skills. There are areas that, somebody mentioned it, if you have a certification in welding, the kind of money you earn today, even the PhD holder doesn't earn that one.
This Polytechnic Commission is established, if established, will address the issues of dichotomy and the stigma attached to the polytechnic education. In fact, anytime we mention this, mostly people's mind will even go to all the students that graduates of polytechnic, they are being discriminated against. But I want to tell this honorable house that even we, their lecturers, we are not safe from that discrimination.
The lawmakers had emphasized the need for the public hearing, which they believe will facilitate the process of enacting legislations that will bring about the much-needed improvement in the socio-economic landscape of the country.
We recognize that in the increasing competitive global environment, it is imperative that we equip our youth with relevant skill and knowledge. The proposed agency and institution will serve as a beacon of excellence, providing qualitative education that meet international standards while also tailoring to meet our local needs.
As you may be aware, the objectives of this establishing vocational entrepreneurship and skill acquisition institution in Nigeria is to train technicians and middle-level personnel that would serve as catalysts for a rapid industrialization and development of the real sector of the economy. Therefore, the need for all stakeholders here present to be dedicated and committed in the efforts of improving and developing our educational sector by being objective, constructive, in our inputs and opinions on all contending issues on the bills.
The National Polytechnic Commission is expected to serve as a regulatory body that will ensure standards across polytechnics in the country. The stakeholders also believe that the establishment of the proposed centers will equip the youth with practical skills to enable them thrive in the evolving job market. In sports, the Nigeria Under-18 women's handball team are in Lagos for the last phase of preparations ahead of the IHF Women's Under-18 World Cup in China. The team is expected to depart Nigeria for the championship this weekend as they round up their training camp in Lagos. We have details in Taiwo Hussein Aremu's report.
The Nigeria Under-18 women's handball team took on National Handball Premier League side Touch Marine Academy in a training match at the Mobolaji Johnson Sports Center, Old Park, Yaba. The coach Shitu Agbola's tutor team began preparation in Benin City, Edo State before the final campaign in Lagos to put finishing touches to their plans ahead of the 2024 IHF Women's Under-18 Handball World Championship.
As you can see, we are actually playing the best team in the country today, and you can see how close this game is. With this, it's giving us a very good idea of what the capability of these girls will be.
The Nigerian Under-18 girls team will play European giants Croatia, Montenegro and Angola in Group B of the World Championship. The coach expresses optimism that the team will make progress from the group phase and take it one match at a time.
It's really important for Nigeria, it's important for that team, and we are really looking at all our opponents one after the other and see their strength and look at their weaknesses. So it's the weaknesses we are trying to work on here and see how we can really capitalize on those weaknesses.
The coach also expressed concerns over the dearth of support from the Federal Ministry of Sports Development as the Handball Federation of Nigeria, under the leadership of Sam Ochewa, continues to expend funds and resources to ensure that the country participates at the Global Championships.
In 2019, when I was opportune to also qualify the Nigerian team to the men's under-20 men's team and the work with over 33 years. And the ministry didn't really turn on. It really dampened our morale. And this one again is the first time over many years, and still the same thing. But despite that, we are not backing down. Our result there will really show them that we are here to stay.
The players expressed excitement with the opportunity to represent the country in China, promising to make country proud, going by the level of training and quality preparations put in place by the Handball Federation of Nigeria.
They are 100% supportive. They are really trying their best. And we, the players, will try our possible best not to disgrace or make them feel unhappy in this tournament. We try our best to win.
They are fellow girls like us, and we've met more challenging people than them. We've watched their previous match and we've seen how they perform.
It's a very big opportunity to be here with my sister. It's been a long fight and we've worked hard for this day, and we are really happy to be among the team.
The IHF Women's Under-18 Handball World Championship will hold in the city of Chuzhou, China from August 14 to 25. The team is expected to depart the country for China this weekend.
For more news, connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms. Please remember to call the toll-free lines 767 or 112 in case of emergencies. Many thanks for watching. Plan to join us at 2 for more news. I am Tinuke Oloruntoyin Folami.